I'm Kendra Cook, your host for the DCTV Daily News program out of Dove Creek, Colorado. The Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest Colorado TV Translator Association. That's the special district association responsible for bringing the area free-to-access TV stations over the air by antenna. This is a community TV station. If there's a news story or event information that you would like to share, you can call us. The number is 970-677-4119. And if you're a business or organization, we welcome you to find out about sponsorship opportunities for banners or video segments run on the channel. This is the Thursday program for June 11th, 2020, DCTV Daily News. From a Durango Herald report on the status of the Ute Mountain Tribe and Project COVID-19. The Southern Ute Indian Tribe embarked on a multi-day COVID-19 testing event this past week in an effort to better understand any transmission of the coronavirus in the tribal community. The tribe, in partnership with the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment and the nonprofit International Medical Relief, offered voluntary testing for about 2,000 people. While the tribe has taken steps to limit the virus transmissions since February, this appears to be its first community-wide testing event. Quote, "It is very important for us to know truthfully where we are right now," Chris Mimak, Deputy Incident Commander at the SUIT Incident Management Team, told the Southern Ute Drum. That's their newspaper. "We are hoping that we are, quote, less than 1%. We are including members of households to broaden the test. This will give us a much better idea, a figure to see what we have done to prevent a major outbreak in our community." As of Wednesday, about 111,000 deaths had been linked to the virus nationally. In Colorado, 1,312 people had died because of the virus, allegedly. La Plata County had recorded 84 cases of COVID-19 as of June 5th. The tribe has recorded 7 positive cases among employees of the Southern Ute Indian Tribe. The tribe has so far recorded 0 cases among the membership itself, according to the Drum. The Southern Ute Reservation spans 3 counties in southwest Colorado, including Archuleta, La Plata, and a small portion of Montezuma County. The tribe has more than 1,500 enrolled members who reside both on and off the reservation. The free viral testing for SUIT members and their immediate families will assess current infections. The viral test will help determine how widespread the virus is, identify hotspots within the community, and help to keep the community safe, according to a SUIT news release. The tribe did not immediately respond to requests for more information about testing or their cases. Follow-up results will be provided only to individuals who have tested positive. Test results are available within 5 to 7 days. Tribal members who do not hear a response should assume the results of their viral test were negative, the release states. A team from IMR will be based in Ignacio and provide registration, verification, and patient identification validation, obtain patient testing consent, prepare test kits, perform the test swab process, and educate patients about all aspects of COVID-19 prevention and protection, according to an International Medical Relief news release. The elderly are scared. They carry cultural and historical knowledge, stories, and traditional practices. The tribal youth gain strength from their ancestors, said Shauna King, president and founder of IMR. Quote, "It is IMR's mission to serve indigenous communities around the world, and as such, it is our duty to protect America's own natives," end quote. The Tribal Council's stay-at-home order, which urges community members to stay home except for certain essential activities, remains in effect until further notice, the news release said. And here in Dove Creek, there will be availability for testing on Monday, the 15th of June. You need to make an appointment through the Access Health System at our local clinic. And now let's take a look at the local weather report. Today, another sunny day with a high near 82 degrees, with light and variable winds becoming southwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. So hopefully enough to keep the bugs away, but not like what we faced through last week. Tonight, clear with a low around 53 degrees, or in some outlying areas a bit cooler than that. For Friday, we're looking for sunny skies again with a high near 84 degrees. And then again, it may turn breezy with a southwest wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles an hour in the afternoon. And those wind gusts could be as high as 30 miles an hour. I guess that's not bad in comparison to last week's. And then into Friday night, we're looking for a 20% chance for showers before midnight with partly cloudy skies and a low around 58, but it may remain breezy as well, with Friday night having south winds 15 to 20 miles an hour continue with gusts to 30 miles an hour. Expect that pattern to continue into Saturday with a 30% chance for showers in the afternoon. Mostly sunny the rest of the day, so showers may be spotty with a high near 82 degrees. And it remains breezy for Saturday with a south-southwest wind 15 to 20 miles an hour, and again the gust as high as 35 miles an hour. Any moisture might be dried out as fast as it falls. For Saturday night, we see a 20% chance of showers stays with us with partly cloudy skies and a low around 53 degrees. But into Sunday, sunny, mostly sunny as that pattern moves out, cooling it off a bit with a high near just 81 degrees. Then Sunday night, mostly clear and a low around 51. And for Monday, sunny with a high near 83, with Monday night mostly clear and a low around 51. And again, Tuesday, sunny with a high near 85 degrees. Tuesday night, clear, mostly with a low around 53. So far, not much moisture to expect through the end of June at this point. And now, back to the news. A report from the Journal with photo from Jim Mimiaga. A Cortez man was sentenced on Wednesday for damaging a ceremonial ancestral Puebloan archaeological site in the Canyons of the Ancients National Monument and for removing artifacts. Lonnie Shadrick Winborn, age 57, was sentenced in U.S. District Court in Durango to 1 year in federal prison and ordered to pay $3,765 in restitution to the Bureau of Land Management for site restoration. Winborn pleaded guilty to the charge of violating the Archaeological Resources Protection Act. Quote, "The closure of this case sends a message that removing cultural resources is against the law," said Connie Clemenston, manager of the BLM's Tres Rios field office, which includes the monument. Quote, "We are charged with protecting cultural resources on the monument, and we take it very seriously," end quote. According to court documents, Winborn made several trips to Sandstone Canyon, northwest of Cortez, between May 2017 and June 4th of 2017. Winborn illegally excavated a site, removed artifacts, and damaged and altered the site, according to the U.S. Department of Justice. He was indicted by a federal grand jury on December 6 of 2019. During trips into the canyon, Winborn discovered previously unknown archaeological resources, including an ancestral Puebloan ceremonial site with a large dance plaza, a likely subterranean kiva, and multiple Native American burials. On June 4, 2017, while leaving the site on his 1983 red Honda motorcycle, Winborn was pulled over by BLM law enforcement ranger Tyler Faust for illegally riding a motorcycle. He was subsequently arrested on an unrelated warrant. During the arrest, Faust identified pottery shards in Winborn's pocket. Winborn admitted he had additional artifacts in his backpack and gave consent for it to be searched, court records show. Law enforcement discovered 64 items from the ancestral Puebloan period in Winborn's possession, including jewelry, an axe head, grinders, and other tools. Winborn did not have a permit to excavate the site. Quote, "The reason the monument was designated was to protect cultural sites," Faust said. "We are always patrolling and watching to protect archaeological resources." Archaeologists with Canyons of the Ancients National Monument have restored the site and curated the stolen objects. Clemenson said monument officials will consult with Native American tribes on what should be done with the recovered artifacts from the site. They may be reburied or repatriated to tribes. Quote, "The density of cultural sites on the monument is unique in the world. They represent people's lives and their past, and they must be respected and protected," Clemenston said. A side note that this is interesting in the times where they're tearing down monuments. Monument officials remind the public that they are free to explore the monument, but to only carefully observe archaeological sites and leave artifacts alone. Quote, "As we as a society must recognize the importance of respecting all cultures, including those artifacts representing cultural resources of Native Americans. The protection of Native American cultural resources continues to be a matter central to law enforcement officers and special agents of the U.S. Bureau of Land Management," said Assistant Special Agent in Charge Randall Carpenter of the BLM's Law Enforcement Office. The sentence was pronounced by U.S. District Court Judge Robert E. Blackburn. To prevent looting, the BLM relies on the public to help out. To report cultural and natural resource crimes and suspicious activities, call the BLM Law Enforcement Tip Line, which is 833-660-5771, toll-free, or email them at trfotipline@blm.com. The Dolores County Sheriff's Roundup for the week of June 1st through the 7th, 2020. Lost car keys are reported to the office. It has a Las Vegas keychain on it. If you have found it or if you do find it, please bring it to the Sheriff's Office. June 3rd, 2020, Sheriff Don Wilson swore in Deputy Eric Stiasny. Congratulations and welcome to the family. They received reports of a semi swerving all over the highway. Deputies were unable to locate. San Juan, Utah was notified as the semi was traveling northbound on Highway 491. Dispatch received a report from a local resident of harassment. They took a report of a speeding, reckless gray SUV northbound on 491, but deputies were unable to locate that vehicle. A report of a parking violation on Road 12 was reported by Cortez Dispatch. This is under investigation. A controlled burn was put out by Dove Creek Volunteer Fire Department per Sheriff Wilson's request, as it was burning trees and brush that potentially had gotten out of hand due to the current weather conditions. A report of a reckless semi was reported by Cortez Dispatch and deputies were unable to locate. Lost keys were reported with a Nissan fob with a poker chip keychain. If you find them, please bring them to the Sheriff's Office so the owner can return them to their owner, so they can return them to the owner. A stolen vehicle was reported and the case is under investigation. Sheriff's Office helped with traffic control for movement of a manufactured home. Suspicious camper was on a county resident's property. It was reported and it is under investigation. And a small fire was reported in Disappointment. Health clinic generator was reported to be still running after the town lost power last Friday. An appropriate person was contacted and it was taken care of. A semi with brake problems was reported out a cross canyon blocking the highway. A deputy responded. And damage to a local residence was reported. It is also under investigation. I'd like to add a note regarding the issues surrounding police departments across this nation and the media drive focusing on those who want to defund those offices. Here in Dolores County, we do not have police. We do not have a police department. We have a constitutionally elected sheriff and their department to oversee peacekeeping across the county. Dolores County Sheriff's Office has a contract with the town of Dove Creek for our peace officers to keep the peace in the town. And Rico, they have now 2 marshals for their own. The chaos and agitating protesting you see on news may be pushing an agenda towards the, quote, strong city movement within the parameters of the United Nations agendas for 2030. If you are not aware of that plan, read up. It will make what is happening make a little more sense in our upside-down clown world. Something to think about. And in the happenings, or more and more continued non-happenings, I'd like to remind everyone that the Dove Creek 65th Pick and Hoe celebration for 2020 has been canceled, just to make sure that is clear. Four Corners Press confirmed that the City of Cortez has just canceled its 4th of July fireworks celebration after a discussion by the City Council on Tuesday, June 9th. Here is their official statement. Quote, due to COVID-19 and current guidelines for physical distancing at mass gatherings, the City Council of the City of Cortez has made the difficult decision to cancel its July 4th, 2020 fireworks celebration. By making this decision, Cortez joins many other communities in the area that are canceling events out of the abundance of caution. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, the city's goal has been to keep the community healthy and safe. The City of Cortez encourages everyone to enjoy the 4th of July and have fun in small groups. The city is hopeful that 2021 will see a return of the fireworks celebration. There are no gatherings allowed under the current crisis situation in Colorado for more than 10 people, so no gatherings will be happening in most all towns and cities. However, there is a growing interest in the blatant contradiction that a protest is allowed where many people assemble closer than 6 feet apart and many are unmasked and there are no hand washing stations, etc. The easiest example is right there in the capital of Denver, Colorado. The 4th of July may just be the time for a peaceful assembly with flags and pride in our country where so many are hoping and working to tear it down. Talk with your friends and neighbors and see how they feel. Complying with the state orders by our elected officials is in great part not because of the health conditions anymore, but due to the economic conditions and pressures that are put on most governing bodies. That is to say, the threat that if a board does not follow the orders from the governor's offices, this applies to whichever state as well as Colorado, that funding may be restricted or denied to a county or city or town, etc. Financial impacts to a community are obviously, as we are seeing, equally as important to the overall health of a community. The impacts of the crisis shutdowns and stay-at-home orders have yet to be fully revealed, as once again the financial impacts to the unemployment funds, sales tax revenues, and to a whole host of federal debt mechanisms are all going to take months to fully display the bottom line impacts. Hold on to your hats. The chaos and turmoil you see happening is not accidental, but you don't have to succumb to it. Don't be fearful or react in panic. The best method to stay together as a community is to help your family and your neighbors love one another and keep positive and hopeful for a brighter future and stay the course. And if you'd like to discuss these issues on social media, you're invited to join us online. Our Facebook page is DCTV Daily News, where you can also watch the program replay along with the news links and stories of local interest. And you too can share other events or news there and join in on the conversation. Again, it's your local community TV station, so if you have something to say or share, contact us. The email is dcbnnews@gmail.com or call the station 970-677-4119. Thanks for tuning in to DCTV Daily News. Programs are broadcast Monday through Friday with replays online on both our YouTube channel or our DCTV Daily News page on Facebook. And if you like the program, please do like and follow us on Facebook and share it with your friends and family. This has been a production of DCTV for the DCTV Daily News program out of Dove Creek, Colorado, USA. I'm Kendra Cook. Again, thank you for watching.